picked up, so I wanted to say a lot of welcome. Coming to you from the shop, where I just closed the door. I have about 20 minutes, so I'm going to take my time because we do have a lot of single issues to look at, but that's all we're doing. We're looking at single issues, and that's it. I'm not going to try to convince any of you to buy any of them or anything like that. Let's see. Let's close this up. Put this away. Busy day. Few people coming in for their weekly or bi-weekly visits in some of their cases. A nice number of people enjoying. It was a very breezy, lovely day here in Huntington. A lot of people enjoying just a nice day out, deciding to stop in. But definitely nothing like the real summer numbers that we were going through. So, as I keep telling people, I've really just got to get used to that fact. I was trying to pack up books for people. Chris Perslow, if you're watching this, I did not get your order together before I closed up for the day. I will get to it tomorrow. Same with Carl. But frankly, I don't think many people watch this live stream anymore. Mostly, I think this is for 2 or 3 people who watch this and a bunch of random people who join us. I'm really not sure what to do about that. I don't have much energy to really get into what I could do about that because things are just too crazy in my life. But tomorrow, God willing, tomorrow we are going to discuss. If you're watching this later, definitely do something to get your notifications. Tomorrow we're going to discuss what's going to be happening going forward with our hold lists, with our subscription services. Maybe I'll shave before then. It's getting there. But first, let's look at the new books out this week. Right, let's go in order. We've got some wonderful reprints. Action Comics 23, the first appearance of Lex Luthor, gets reprinted, not in its original Golden Age size, unfortunately, but still there. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers VR Troopers flip book that Saban made in the 90s just got reprinted. It's the second Power Rangers, Ninja Rangers, was like about to come out. Yeah, the White Ranger had just started the whole storyline. I made the Ninja Rangers comic as well as VR Troopers. I think it's around season 3 of that show, season 1 of this show. Fantastic Four First Steps. That book has a second printing of that. Now, new number ones. Doomed 2099. The Doom of 2099 interacts with the Doom, Emperor Doom that we have in the comics currently. Escape, a new Rick Remender series. Daniel Acuna writing. Actually, I think I have to grab this comic for someone who I forgot to give it to. So we're going to take that off the shelf right now. Hellboy, Professor Harvey is gone. Another wonderful Mike Mignola, beautiful Giuseppe Manunta, Jaws, beautiful art. Keenan Killer and Tom Neely's The Jungle. It's a continuation of their series, The Humans. If you don't have The Humans, Image no longer has that in print, but we have copies of the trade here if you'd like to grab it. You know what? I'll move this back if you don't mind. I just moved that. Here's a fun one. This is a very exciting read for the new reader, especially if you just love the idea, you want to get into comics, you love the idea of the absolute or the ultimate universe, but you don't want to attach yourself to tons of things. This is a fun little read. It's an Elseworld. Immortal Legend Batman. Kyle Higgins and Matt Grohm are well known as the team on Radiant Black, which is like a Power Rangers-esque Sentai series, and this is them doing that with Batman in a neo-future world. The immortal Batman is a Sentai hero who fights villains. Really a lot of fun. Imperial War spinoff Black Panther. Imperial War spinoff Planet She-Hulk. Planet She-Hulk has already been confirmed to be an ongoing series after this. So the Jen gets her own series. Wonderful. Mega Man Zero Timelines. So that's the new Mega Man miniseries. Timelines, there's another Mega Man that is not Mega Man Zero. Mortal Thor, the amazing Pascal Ferry on the art here. Al Ewing continuing his run on Thor. Nemesis Forever, the latest Nemesis miniseries. It's about the 5th Nemesis miniseries. Red Sonja Reborn. We're going to talk about this in 1 minute. Stitch, a new series for the adorable DC character. This is a little bit more standalone, silly Stitch series than the Lilo and Stitch series they did before. TMNT Shredder. The Shredder returns to the TMNT universe. He has been gone for a while in the current Jason Aaron run, and now he is back. The latest Universal Monsters book, The Invisible Man, the incomparable James Tynion IV, who writes tons and tons of horror, and the wonderful Danny, who I think is just such a perfect pick for this movie, because Danny does a lot of dark, bold shadows and light and outlines that I think work really well with the story they're trying to tell here. Fantastic Four Fanfare number 4, short stories with the Fantastic Four. Absolute Martian Manhunter issue 6, Absolute Wonder Woman issue 11, and Ultimate Spider-Man 20. Whichever way you look at it, the Annie Wu cover or the Ultimate Spider-Man cover, it both looks like Peter, Gwen, and Harry are a throuple. However you look at it. We got Womb Rider, You'll Do Bad Things, We're Taking Everyone Down With Us, This Ends Tonight, the latest issue of Xander Cannon's Amazing Sleep, Predator Black, White, and Blood number 2, News from the Fallout, Jeff the Landshark number 3, Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, sequel number 2, and Battle Beast number 4. Battle Beast, a weird one where we literally sold out of the exact same copies of number 3. 20 copies of number 3 sold out. Number 4, I don't know if we'll ever sell out of them. That's just what happens with drop-off. I have since dropped my numbers, but people were grabbing this off the shelf because it was summer. Superman 29. It's part 2 of this new Legion of Darkseid storyline. Exquisite Corpse number 4. I think we currently have a copy of 3 and 2. Runaways number 3. Lazarus number 3. Some J. Scott Campbell covers for current Marvel books. And that is it. That's all the new single issues this week. Any questions, comments, anything? Let me know. More than anything, the most difficult thing about comic ordering, which we're not going to discuss tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be discussing the comic ordering system, how we do, why we need to move it. Sorry, I just want to put this away in here. So I just do some dramatic lighting while I do. Haha, got this. The thing that I will not really be talking about tomorrow, but I think is very important and really discussed, is once again, and I discussed this on Sunday when we were talking about the state of comics, but the state of the world, the state of the United States of America, the state of my own mental health. All of these things are quite precarious right now. Not really funny. But all those things are pretty precarious right now, and that is a huge factor in how and why I will be ordering comics. Simply put, we have look at this. Look at this stuff. Look at this number of stuff. This is 1 week of stuff. Just getting interesting number 1s or 1-shots and series that sell well. This is insane. Okay? This is like a third of my new single issue comics. There's that and there's this. A third of them just came this week. So that's unacceptable. A lot of our ordering has been cut. But that was when we had a hold list system, so I could make sure that the people who I knew wanted certain things, loved certain things, would get them. We don't have that right now. So it's really, really much more taxing in trying to get it done. It's much more work for me. It's much more frustrating for the customer when they miss out, because there wasn't even anywhere for them to know, to look for, to find these books. And it really just becomes like a circular thing where it becomes harder and harder to help people. So tomorrow, we are going to log in. We are going to talk about what our plan is moving forward exactly for that kind of stuff, exactly dealing with the hold list and getting my mental health a little bit less crazed to deal with that. There isn't really much hope, but we're gonna try. So yeah, definitely log in tomorrow if you want to hear what we're doing for orders and pre-orders and stuff like that. Um, yeah, that's really it. Look at the bags under my eyes. Anyway, before I go, I've got another like 5 minutes. So if anyone has any questions about anything that I showed them or anything that we looked at yesterday, anyone at all? There's one person watching this live. Yeah, so probably not. If you're watching it later and you have questions about the stuff you've seen, definitely throw it out there. If you do not follow us on here, why? Like, why not? What's wrong? Anyway, until tomorrow when we discuss pre-orders and all that nonsense, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.